Imagine walking alone through a moonlit forest. The air is still, the world is quiet, and then you hear it. A soft, ghost-like whisper through the trees. Not the wind, not your imagination, but a predator. Watching, waiting, hunting. Welcome to the world of the owl, nature's most silent, mysterious hunter. Hello and welcome to lovely nature, your ultimate destination for all things related to pets and wildlife. Whether you're a pet parent, animal enthusiast, or simply someone who loves the beauty of nature, our channel is here to inspire and educate. Today we will talk about an extraordinary journey into the secret life of owls at night. These elusive birds of prey have fascinated humans for centuries, inspiring myths, superstitions, and awe. But beyond their eerie calls and mesmerizing eyes lies a life filled with complex behaviors, biological marvels, and evolutionary brilliance. In this episode, we'll explore how owls rule the night sky with stealth and precision, the incredible science behind their adaptations, their mysterious evolutionary past, and a few secrets that might just surprise you. So grab your headphones, dim the lights, and prepare to meet one of nature's greatest enigmas. Owls belong to a group of birds known as strigiforms, a family of over 200 species, spread across the globe, from Arctic tundras to tropical rainforests. But what sets them apart? Why owls, among thousands of birds, have become the lords of the night? It all starts with timing. Owls are crepuscular and nocturnal, which means they are most active during twilight hours and nighttime. This gives them an edge over other predators. Less competition, more prey. Their eyes, large and forward-facing, grant them binocular vision, similar to humans, but with one incredible twist. Their pupils can dilate far more than ours, capturing the faintest glimmers of moonlight. It's like having built-in night vision goggles. But vision is only the beginning. Have you ever wondered how owls manage to swoop down without a single sound? It's one of their most impressive skills, and it's all in the feathers. Owl wings are covered in a unique velvety texture. The leading edges have serrated bristles, which break up turbulence as they fly. The result? Near complete silence. This stealth mode isn't just cool, it's deadly. Owls can sneak up on unsuspecting prey without alerting them. Scientists have studied owl feathers to design quieter aircrafts. That's how groundbreaking these natural flyers are. Let's rewind time. Millions of years ago, owls weren't night hunters. Fossil records suggest they evolved from diurnal, daytime raptors. So what happened? Somewhere in their lineage, certain owls began venturing out at dusk, perhaps to avoid competition or to exploit a new niche. Over generations, evolution favored those who could see in the dark, fly silently, and hear more acutely. Fast forward to today, owls are one of the most highly specialized nocturnal predators on Earth. Their asymmetrical ears, placed at slightly different heights on their skull, allow them to triangulate sound with pinpoint precision, even detecting prey under snow or leaves. But here's something most people don't know. Not all owls are nocturnal. Yes, while many species rule the night, others, like the burrowing owl or northern hawk owl, prefer daytime or crepuscular hours. Some owls even share territories with hawks. Why? Because evolution doesn't always follow the same script. In harsh or unique environments, adaptability wins. These day owls prove that even in a world built for the night, some rebels thrive in the sun. We often associate intelligence with primates, dolphins, or even dogs. But owls, they're not just instinctive hunters, they're thinkers. Owls exhibit problem-solving abilities, memory, and even some form of reasoning, especially in the wild. Studies on captive owls reveal they can learn patterns, respond to familiar voices, and recognize specific territories and objects. Unlike crows or parrots, owls are silent thinkers. Their brains are wired differently. They're not as vocal or social, but their brains are built for precision, focus, and patience, qualities essential for ambushing prey in total darkness. And while they don't build complex tools, Their hunting techniques and territorial awareness are marvels of cognitive adaptation. Let's now enter the most thrilling part of an owl's life, the hunt. As dusk settles in, the owl perches silently on a branch. Its eyes scan, its ears, tuned, in stereo, listen for the tiniest rustle of grass. Then a mouse moves. In less than a heartbeat, the owl launches. Wings don't flap, they glide. Not a sound is made. It's pure grace, pure silence. When the owl strikes, its talons, sharp and forceful, clench with a power that can kill instantly. The prey rarely knows what hit it. But owls aren't mindless killers. They often store excess food called caching, especially in winter. They can also regurgitate indigestible parts like fur and bones in pellets, a fascinating detail that even school kids study in biology classes. Each hunt is a calculated mission, not a chaotic chase. That's the owl's genius. Here's where it gets even more surprising. Owls talk. A lot. Each species has its own unique calls, from hoots and screeches to whistles and chirps. These aren't just background forest sounds, they're meaningful messages. A deep hoot might be a territorial claim. A series of clicks and screeches could signal mating readiness. Baby owlets even use special calls to beg for food. And perhaps most eerie of all, some owls like the barn owl emit a chilling, banshee-like scream that has fueled ghost legends for centuries. But here's the twist. Owls are masters of quiet when they want to be. They'll communicate only when necessary, conserving energy and avoiding detection by predators or prey. It's a delicate balance of expression and secrecy. Yes, even in the darkness, romance blooms. Owls are known for their strong pair bonds. In many species, mating pairs stay together for life, a rare trait in the animal kingdom. Courtship rituals are surprisingly sweet. Male owls bring gifts of food. They sing to potential mates. They even perform little sky dances to impress. Once a pair forms, they find or create a nesting site, often in tree hollows, cliff edges, or even old barns. The female lays eggs, and the male goes on full-time. Hunting duty. What's beautiful is the cooperation. Parents share roles, defend the nest, and nurture their chicks until they're ready to fly. In the cold and darkness of night, owls prove that even the fiercest predators have hearts full of loyalty and instinctive love. Throughout history, owls have held a mysterious and often misunderstood place in human culture. In ancient Greece, the owl symbolized wisdom and was sacred to Athena, the goddess of knowledge. In Native American traditions, owls were seen as protectors of sacred knowledge, or in some tribes as omens of change or death. In Hindu mythology, the owl is the Vahana, vehicle, of Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth. Yet in European medieval folklore, owls were often associated with witchcraft, omens, and the supernatural. Why such a contrast? Because owls are creatures of paradox. Silent yet vocal, gentle yet deadly, seen yet unseen. They live in the in-between, spaces, the dusk, the fog, the liminal. And that's where legends are born. While owls seem invincible, they face increasing threats. Deforestation destroys nesting habitats. Rodenticides poison their food sources. Climate change shifts migration. Patterns and prey availability. Light pollution disrupts their night-based lifestyles. Some owl species, like the spotted owl or the Blakiston's fish owl, are now endangered. But there's hope. Wildlife groups and conservationists across the globe are protecting old forests, banning harmful pesticides, installing artificial nest boxes, educating local communities. Even you, the viewer, can help. Plant native trees, avoid rodenticides, support local wildlife sanctuaries. Owls don't need much, just space, silence, and safety. Here's a truth you probably didn't expect. Owls don't blink like other birds. They use a special translucent eyelid called a nictitating membrane, which moves horizontally across their eyes, allowing them to stay focused on prey without drying out their vision. Creepy? Maybe, but incredibly effective. Owls are literally designed for relentless focus. And here's another gem. Owls can rotate their heads up to 270 degrees. No, they're not possessed. They have extra neck vertebrae and a unique circulatory system that prevents blood flow from being cut off. They're anatomical marvels. For most owls, parenting is not just a responsibility, it's a survival strategy. Once the female lays her eggs, her world changes completely. She'll stay in the nest, guarding and warming her fragile future, while the male becomes a full-time provider. Depending on the species, an owl may lay between 2 to 12 eggs, usually spaced a few days apart. This staggering of births creates a hierarchy of strength, an evolutionary insurance policy in case food becomes scarce. The oldest chick, often the strongest, has a better chance at survival. When the eggs hatch, the chicks are blind, featherless, and utterly helpless. They squeak for food, competing for attention with high-pitched begging calls. The parents respond tirelessly, sometimes hunting all night just to feed the hungry mouths. In just a few weeks, the chicks transform from fragile fluff balls into fierce little predators in training. By week 5 or 6, they start branching, hopping out of the nest onto nearby branches. Soon after, they take their first flights, clumsy but courageous. It's a dangerous moment. Many don't make it. But those who do begin the next phase of life, learning to hunt, defend, and eventually carry on the cycle of survival. Though majestic and calm in appearance, owls can be aggressive and territorial, especially during breeding season or when defending hunting grounds. Fights between owls aren't common, but when they happen, they're fierce. They use their talons, not their beaks, to strike. They swoop and grapple mid-air in a deadly ballet of wings and claws. Some species, like the great horned owl, have been known to attack hawks, snakes, and even domestic cats if they feel threatened. Interestingly, owls also have interspecies rivalries. They may compete with other nocturnal predators, like foxes or raccoons, for territory or prey. In rare cases, owls have even taken on birds larger than themselves, including hawks or eagles. They might look serene perched in silence, but make no mistake, when challenged, owls become warriors of the sky. While owls are generally solitary, they often share the night with a cast of characters. They don't form packs or flocks like crows or parrots, but they can be found nesting near fox dens, badger burrows, or even human homes. And while they're predators, owls sometimes form unusual alliances. For example, burrowing owls live side by side with prairie dogs. Barn owls nest in rafters of old barns and help farmers control rodent populations, earning them the nickname nature's mousetrap. Sometimes owls even show a startling curiosity toward humans. If you've ever been watched by an owl on a nighttime walk, you know the feeling. Piercing eyes that seem to study you, not with fear, but with interest. They are not pets, but they are neighbors, and they're watching more than we know. While many owls are homebodies, sticking to a defined territory year-round, some are great travelers. Species like the short-eared owl and snowy owl migrate vast distances across continents. These seasonal journeys are driven by prey availability and climate shifts. Snowy owls, for instance, breed in the Arctic tundra but can fly as far south as Texas in harsh winters. Their migratory patterns are erratic and mysterious. Sometimes they vanish for years before reappearing en masse. Young owls, after leaving their parents, may roam for miles searching for a territory of their own. The journey is dangerous. Many never return, but those who survive carry the wisdom of the wild with them and become the next generation of silent hunters. There's something eternal about owls. Long before modern science uncovered their biology, humans revered them as watchers, guardians, or harbingers. Ancient cave art in France shows owl-like figures etched more than 30,000 years ago. In Japan, owls symbolize luck and protection. In Australia, they're part of Dreamtime legends. In Celtic lore, the owl was the keeper of souls, watching over the passage from life to death. Even today, the presence of an owl, on a fence post, in a dream, or hidden in the trees, makes people pause. Something primal within us reacts to their gaze. Maybe it's the silence, or the stillness, or something deeper, a connection that echoes through time. Now, let's shift perspectives. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine you're the owl. The moon is your spotlight. The night wind, your orchestra. Every leaf's rustle, every twitch of grass, it sings a story you alone can hear. Your wings stretch out wide. You glide effortlessly, weaving through trees with grace no machine can match. You're not just flying. You're floating, suspended in time, invisible to the world below. Below you, a mouse scurries under fallen leaves. You hear it, clearly. You dive. Not from instinct, but from a lifetime of inherited skill. The strike is silent, instant, efficient. You rise again, full free, fierce. This is your kingdom. The canopy, your cathedral. The dark, your domain. So where do we fit into this world? Owls remind us of what the natural world once was. Before light pollution, before concrete jungles, before the hum of machines replaced the hush of leaves. They are survivors of ancient times, sentinels from a quieter age. As cities expand and forests fall, owls lose more than habitat. They lose the silence they were born for. But here's the hope. People are building owl boxes in backyards. Schools are teaching kids about owl conservation. Communities are restoring wild spaces so these majestic birds can return. Every one of us can do something, whether it's choosing not to use rodenticides, planting native trees, or simply learning more about the owls who might be living just outside our neighborhoods. We are not separate from the wild. We are part of it. Let me leave you with a story. A wildlife photographer once spent 3 nights deep in an ancient forest, trying to film a rare northern saw-whet owl. No success. On the 4th night, frustrated and frozen, he packed up his gear. As he turned off his flashlight and looked up, there it was, perched on his camera bag, silent, still, staring. They locked eyes for a few moments. No sound, no fear, just a mutual acknowledgement. 2 creatures crossing paths in the hush of the world. Then, with a gentle lift, it flew away into the night. He never got the footage, but he got something better. A moment of connection, the kind that stays with you forever. The next time you find yourself outside at night, pause, look up, listen. That distant hoot you hear might not be just sound. It might be a story echoing through the trees. A reminder that the world is still wild in places we forget to look. Owls don't need your spotlight. They thrive in the shadows, but they do need your respect, your curiosity, your protection. Because when we preserve the night for them, we preserve something sacred for ourselves, a connection to mystery, to silence, to awe. This has been Secret Life of Owls in the Night. If you enjoyed this journey into the dark, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who loves the wild side of nature. And remember, the next time you hear a hoot, know that it's not just a sound, it's a secret, shared only with those who are listening. Thanks for watching, hoped you all liked it. Please hit the subscribe button and share it with your dearest one. See you in the next one. Until to the next time, goodbye.